Some people think it's just good childhoods and bad childhoods, and that's a load of shite. You know, I ken some people who had truly, truly dark and terrible childhoods. I ken that's not for tabloids, for people, for mine fucking eyes. So if that's what you're looking for here, in this story, well, keep going, because you're not going to get it. It's just a bit of a fuck up, that's all. It's just a lot of things that didn't make sense. When I first walked into the band room, that made sense. They didn't give a fuck I was a girl. They didn't give a fuck that I came for the flats. They didn't give a fuck about any of that, as long as I shut the fuck up when the conductor was speaking and practiced my fucking scales. I'd never, ever seen how anything was made before. Nothing gets made in my house, except for arguments and mess. Even food comes for boxes or Disney sometimes. But you know, in the band room, we did make things. We made great buildings of sound, huge fucking cathedrals. And you can't do that without labourers. And that was us. And I fucking loved it. It made sense instantly. You start for the ground up, the base of the foundation. On top of that, the horns, the walls of this great church. And then on top of that, the cornets, what do you call the weird fucking animal things, water pours out their mouths. Cornets are like they things, right? And when you all breathe in together and that music starts, it's like seeing light flickering through stained glass. That fucker comes alive. But the point is about Brian. Brian made all this. And he was calm, except when he was fucking wild. But he was only wild when you didn't follow the rules. In my house, it could go wild any fucking minute. Volatile. But Brian wasn't like that. No, you could predict. Didn't practice, he'll go mental. Turn up late, he'll go mental. Come in a beat early, a week before a competition, he'll go extra fucking bananas mental. But it was predictable. You know, in my house, there's a tea time in some houses, right? And I used to dream about that. Tea time. A designation, a space in the day, a fucking rule. You see, when I get my own place, I'll have a tea time. Honestly, fuck, it'll be so tidy you'll take your shoes off. You know, people get black and white about these things too, like you're either good or bad, and that's a load of shite. You know, if I had to choose, Ma was good. She was. She's just bad at being a mum. But think about that soprano cornet. Think how tiny that mouthpiece is. Think how much air, how much pressure you need to make a sound that high. And for Ma, pressure was all over. Wondering what fucking life lay before her daughter. And you know, she was proper on her own when I was wee, and she was still wee really, and that can fuck you up a bit and all, and suddenly the kid's shoes you bought 3 months ago didn't fit anymore, and you need to buy more, and the pressure builds up. But a build-up of pressure is unstable. And that means you can't predict what's going to happen. With the cornet, that meant sometimes the air flows beautifully through the mouthpiece and the note sings. And sometimes the air pisses at the side and the note splits. In my house, that pressure meant sometimes you got a cuddle and sometimes you got a smack. You just never knew. The skill, the craft is in controlling that pressure. And that's been my fucking life. It's been every cunt's fucking life.